IFAD has been working on models of interventions where both of these financial flows can be linked with investment opportunities in rural areas. The result so far has been clear. It works.
I must say one of the key things that we are excited about is, I mean, we know most remittances are used for household users, but we're really looking to see how can remittances be used more for to invest, even in this small and micro business.
So that when it comes to money moving across countries, it's different. USA to Kenya being the highest corridor looks very different from Kenya to USA or Kenya to UK or Kenya to any other corridor. And it's the same thing you see here, that Uganda to Kenya is extremely different from Kenya to Uganda. And this applies not just when it comes to informal, it applies across the board. In the remittance space, when we're talking about pricing, I always say we have to create awareness around two things: send fee and FX. And for the service providers who even have an FX margin, let your customers know about it.
We talked a little bit about the reasons why people choose informal mechanisms, and partially I think what we can say is that it's due to regulation and regulatory compliance measures that are passed on, and rightly so, to the consumer, that a lot of individuals choose informal mechanisms.
Customers are now becoming very sensitive, especially in the East African community, because majority of them are sending transactions for business. People are buying shoes and clothes from Uganda. So for me to lose 1,000, which I can buy 5 other shoes, no, I can't do that. And that's why it's one of the biggest challenges we are facing in the M&M industry.
We are talking of informal players, yet we don't have them here. We want to rehabilitate a sector that we don't play in. So we need really to involve the informal sector players in this thing. That to it are the regulators. If you're here, sorry to say, some of the times you feel we rub you the wrong way, but we don't rub you the wrong way. We talk of regulation, and each and every time we talk of regulation, they bring in those regulations without taking it to a sandbox, allowing us really to punch holes into it and exchange with them experiences we've had outside there and bring it here. So we should be having representatives from our very own Central Bank of Kenya, Tanzanian Bank, Bank of Uganda, seated here, so that when we talk of the challenges that are in the market in this space, they also appreciate it.
When it comes to the COP under the National Remittance Stakeholder Network Kenya, the aim purpose is to strengthen your interactions and to exchange further to have an improved engagement in the remittance market.
I think the roadmap offers a very critical path towards achieving various milestones across various issues that are important for the sector, especially in improving remittance flows both in and out of the East African region.
The roadmap that IFAD has put together is really a great place for all of us in the industry to start. They've done extensive research. I love the way that you can even compare with the other markets where the diagnostic study was done. For us at FSD, we really appreciate the diagnostic that was done for Kenya, and we are using it to inform some of the interventions that we are undertaking in the remittances space.
Currently, this kind of discussions on remittance is key to us, given the fact that from this year, we onboarded the SACCOs that deal with diaspora members. So for us, we are keen to understand these members of ours who are in other countries like Dubai, USA, and Australia, what channel do they use to remit this money to come to Kenya? And the next step is to know what are the money going to do.
For the regulator to understand the issues that RSPs and partner banks are going through, they need to be at the table, right? So in future forums, I think it would be important to really insist on the regulators attending and listening to the practitioners.
I would have wanted to see a lot more focus on how formal organizations like IFAD are working with those informal or semi-formal diaspora organizations, because those semi-formal diaspora organizations have the actual infrastructure. They know where the people are, they know what makes those people tick, they know what agendas drive them.
the roadmap to transform to convert, even if it's a little bit of the remittances, diaspora remittances, into economic development for Africa is really commendable. And for us at ZD Circle, we have an initiative that is focusing on this.